Good, happy Sunday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, Jimmy Garoppolo sidelined with shoulder injury. New England quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo left the Patriots home opener Sunday after he took a big hit from Dolphins linebacker Kai Aloso. He landed hard on his right throwing shoulder. The young back tried to play through the injury at first, but had to leave the game with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. The Patriots later announced that Garoppolo will not return, but have yet to disclose the exact of the shoulder injury. Rookie Jacob Barrest was brought in to finish out the game, as he is the only other quarterback on the team. Julian Edelman would have likely been the team's emergency quarterback since he played the position at Kent State. Garoppolo left with 234 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, giving the Patriots a 21-0 lead. The Patriots hung to the win 31-24. Drought conditions, compliant operations to battle brush fire. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
Chevrolet offers you the most award-winning trucks on the road today. Drive the longest-lasting full-size pickup, the 2016 Silverado Double Cab LT 4-wheel drive. Lease today for only $259 per month with no money down.
Make it McMogan. Emergency crews have stationed their vehicles here on Streamside Drive. Roughly 2 acres have burned so far, about a half a mile from here, and the fire is burning deep due to drought conditions. Emergency vehicles from several surrounding towns have flooded this neighborhood on the Manchester-Hooksett line.
I think they probably know exactly what they're doing. They've got it all under control.
Catherine Raditz lives near where the fire is burning, which was spotted by a hunter Saturday afternoon. Fire officials do say people living in this area are safe.
Well, right now we've got multiple companies in there working the fire. It's burned pretty deep, 2-3 feet deep in most areas.
Fire officials believe the fire has been burning for several days and could have been caused by an unpermitted campfire or lightning strike. That's still under investigation, but what they do know is the dry conditions are making fighting this fire much worse.
Extremely labor intensive to go through and physically dig out those areas, mix it with water and Class A foam, and continue to go back and do the same thing over and over again.
Firefighters have set up portable pumps and are using water from Beaver Pond, but this setup came with some challenges.
We're still having some issues with the low volume level of the pond.
And that's because of the drought, and that's also affecting the way the fire is burning. We're told it's burning well into the tree's root systems.
Once the root systems have been severed by the fire, the tree could fall at any time, and obviously that's a serious potential hazard, safety concern for us having firefighters working on the line.
And with the concern comes a reminder about how dangerous the drought conditions are right now.
We would just ask people to be extremely careful with fire right now. The conditions, obviously, with the drought have gotten to the point where it's very difficult logistically to deal with some of these fires.
Fire officials tell us that crews will be on scene for the rest of the day today and into tomorrow. Again, no one living in this area is at risk. Reporting in Hooksett, Kristen Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. National Opiate Awareness Week begins. Sunday marked the beginning of Prescription Opioid and Heroin Epidemic Awareness Week. President Obama made the proclamation in hopes to bring attention to the drug crisis. American Medical Response said this national attention keeps the drug epidemic in the front line and should help make it a key issue among candidates running for office in November. This week comes at a time with encouraging news from AMR in Manchester. There has been a significant decrease in overdoses this August and September compared with those months last year. So far in September, AMR has responded to 33 overdoses and 4 deaths. Last September, there were 91 overdoses. Christopher Swensey, an AMR general manager, said the Safe Station program is a big part of success. Swensey is also going to serve on a state commission to study Narcan, a drug administered to revive the effects of a drug overdose. The first meeting is on Tuesday. That committee will look at whether or not Narcan use should be expanded in New Hampshire. Report: in last 10 years, drug companies gave $665K to New Hampshire candidates. Though New Hampshire's legislation has made trickling the state's opioid abuse crisis a priority, lawmakers also get a share of their campaign cash from prescription drug companies. A joint investigation by the Associated Press and Center for Public Intelligence found that drug companies and allied advocates spent more than $880 million on lobbying and political contributes at the state and federal level over the past decades. Investigators exploring possibility that explosions in New York City and New Jersey are linked, police say. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
I don't think they know that. I do.
A thunderous explosion sent first responders swarming to New York City's Chelsea neighborhood. Witnesses say they felt the ground shake.
We heard like this huge explosion, like the ground shook and like windows shook, and there was like this big flashing light.
We just had a big explosion and everything went over. My son was right there in the back seat.
First reports say as many as 25 people were hurt. So far, only one of the injuries reportedly serious. The explosion in a dumpster or garbage can. Police are now searching the area for any other possible explosives. The blast happened just hours after a pipe bomb tore apart this trash bin in Seaside Park, New Jersey. Nobody was hurt in that explosion, but the bomb exploded along the scheduled route of a charity run called the Semper Fi to benefit the Marines and sailors. Thousands lined up, but a delay in registration put the start of the race behind schedule and may have averted bloodshed. Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Christie falsely claims Trump hadn't talked birther for years. Let's take a listen to this video from CNN.
I want to ask you about this birther thing, because you, as governor, as a politician, you've stood up to some of the darker impulses in American politics. You've been clear for a long time that Barack Obama was born in the United States. Donald Trump, by contrast, he clung to the birther line for years. He still isn't apologetic about it. Do you understand why so many people, including African Americans, are upset with him over this issue.
Well, listen, I made my position on it really clear a long time ago, and Donald's now made his position on it clear, which is that after the president presented his birth certificate, Donald has said, you know, he was born in the United States, and that's the end of the issue. It was a contentious issue, and by the way, an issue that Patty Solis Doyle of the Clinton campaign in 2008 has recently admitted was an issue that Mrs. Clinton also injected into her campaign in 2008 in a very quiet but direct way against then Senator Obama. And so, you know, the birther issue is a done issue. I've said it's a done issue for a long time, and Donald Trump has said it's a done issue now. And so we need to move on to the issues that are really important to the American people. And Jake, I got to tell you the truth. If you think that anyone is going to vote for either Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton or against either one of them based upon this issue, then I think there's a fundamental misunderstanding of the concerns of the American people. Let's move on to the real issues.
Well, just as a point of fact, again, Donald Trump did not accept when Barack Obama released his birth certificate in 2011. He kept up this whole birther thing until Friday. That's 5 years. But we only have a little time left, so I want to ask you.
But Jake, that's just not true. It's just not true that he kept it up for 5 years. It's just simply not true.
It is true.
It wasn't like he was talking. No, Jake, it wasn't like he was talking about it on a regular basis until then. And when the issue was raised, he made very clear the other day what his position is.
Okay, and there you go on that report. That does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.